chemistry than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Off to the races, middle of the field. He does it, touchdown Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Jaden Reed to return this. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I know more aggressive call on second.
From the pistol, here's Love. This is a heater going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
95.
Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
He's got it at the 24, and he's brought down before the return gets far. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get on! 180! Get on! 180! What is up? Report! Report!
The drive begins with Henry. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lamar out of the pistol. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Play action. Here's Jackson. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On second down, Jacobs. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready, set.
On first and 10, here's Love. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's another Packers first down.
Set, hut.
First and
Ready.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Hand off here to Jacobs. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a first down.
Here we go. Here we hut.
Jacob will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 yards, and they're just inches away on third down.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that
Here
one.
we go. Set, hut.
Jacobs on third and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Extra point added on by Haverson. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. This is our last play of the quarter. First down, here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got it first to begin the frame. Pistol snap to Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, Jackson to pass. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And the tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Lamar's going to keep this one. It's inside the 10. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens Ravens take a second quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Jacobs running behind center. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Let's go.
Shotgun now for Love. Hits him on the out route. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Handoff running left. Jacobs. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and... First down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
52 blue. Set, go.
They stick with Jacobs. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More football from the frozen tundra of Lambeau coming up. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
45, white. Blue. Check, huh?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
10. Here we go. Here's ready.
On the handoff. Here's Jacobs. Run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Love from the gun. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And will bring up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Blue striker. Let's go now. Hut.
Love on 3rd and short. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
He's got it deep downfield. It's a Baltimore will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Steel, black, red, hut.
Looking to throw. That's Reed on a slant. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Ready,
Here's
ready.
the final play of our first half.
Blaster, 6, down. 10 black. Stand, hut. Set,
The final throw before the break. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Moore with a return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
ready, set.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Play action. Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He takes it inside the 35. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, because he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10.
A gain of 34 yards.
So Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 2nd-yard gain. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running once more with Henry. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
28. Packers 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Love looking to pass. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. 10 black. Hut.
Throwing, it's Love. On the move, past the 40. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Havrisik for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. LeJohntay Wester to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Tight end, motioning right. Lamar out of the pistol. Defenders there. It's intercepted. Edger and Cooper takes it away. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Ready.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs again on second down. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Ready?
Pass play on 3rd and inches. Got his man. It's Golden. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Okay, ready?
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They'll run. Jacobs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th.
Ready up?
2nd and goal backed all the way up to the 14 here.
Let's go next. Set.
Love now to throw. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10.
That's it on. To on. All right.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He'll hang on to it on the 2nd down option. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's up. All right.
Lamar now from the gun. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
From the gun, Jackson. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. This gets the 1st and more. And they're going to bring him down, but what a great effort. He moves this all the way down inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
From the red zone on 1st. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Reed. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
Shotgun now for Love. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Down. Zone 33. Yellow. Fight. White.
Desperation time here on 4th. Finds him on the crossing route. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
42. Packers 21.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Reed. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's got it complete to Reed. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's to Reed again. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Escapes the pocket. And they're going to love that, partner, as Love slides down after picking up the 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance.
Touchdown, Green Bay. Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
I think the Packers got to that one. The refs agree. Packer football. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Punt.
Love from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
1st down throw. Here's Love. Escapes the pocket.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Now, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves.
And he'll get into the end zone and make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That's taken in by the rookie out of Indiana. That's a 1st down for the Ravens, partner. That should all but do it here. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All set to go now from the 35. They're going to pass it here. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Setting up to pass. Sends this to the end zone. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper, and that is so satisfying.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
36.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Reed. Things going well so far. He's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew,